Check this out. I got a new light from Thrunite. This is the T10T V2. Now this is a CutleryLover YouTuber's edition. It's got his logo on there. He's the one that helped design this light. Now this is a little EDC, everyday carry, survival type flashlight. An actual tin case it comes with. Pretty awesome. I've already had it out, of course, tested it and everything else. Get your spare O-rings, no battery. And I guess the reason why is, one, it's with him helping design this, what he really want to key on was something that was readily available, and that would be a AA battery. Everybody's got them, so that does work out quite well. And I'll be using some Powerall rechargeable in there for that. And it also, get unscrewed here, you can use a 14500 battery. This is 800 milliamp, which is 3.7 volts, and you get more light output out of that. Now this light itself, real quick, cover the specs. The specs are a little bit tricky, but what I want to do here is on the actual instruction sheet, we'll get into the magnetic tail cap and that, but it's a CREE XP-L LED and up to 820 lumens when it's driven by 14500 battery, or 230 lumens when it's driven by 12500 milliamp AA. And if you go down here, it says the same thing, but if you were to go to Thrunite's website, it's showing it a little bit less, but it does show the same as this on the Amazon link. But 230 lumens on high for 130 minutes with one AA battery, and you'll see outside that's actually quite bright. 50 lumens for 8 hours, low of 7 lumens for 40 hours, and then Firefly, a half a lumen for 13 days. You're talking out of an AA battery, and they got it rated at 58 meters of throw, and I do believe it goes a little farther than that. I've noticed all the Thrunites, what they do, they almost underrate them, which is a good thing. And you'll see on the light itself, I'll show you a close-up, there's CutleryLover logo. You know, someday I wouldn't mind having my logo on a flashlight. I'd love to design, say, an EDC or a flashlight. I'd take a lot of time into it, and I've gotten enough of them. This is the only one that I've ever designed, actually designed and built from scratch. So if you're watching Thrunite, I can design flashlights. Pretty neat. Digital display on one side for temp. A switch on top to turn it on. All your information on the other side. Total 20,000 lumens. Up, down. Temperature control. 12-volt power supply. And look at the components in there that I put in. Enough of that, let's get back to the flashlight. But enough with the specs here. Close-up wise, there's the emblem. And this is aluminum, it's not titanium. I watched CutleryLover's video. He had said it was titanium on his. I don't know if they changed that up for cost effective or not. But this, I'm almost positive this is, and it does have a pretty decent magnet on the back of it to hold it. On the tin, it's not going to hold it as well, but there it will. Then a little bit thicker. Works quite well. Now, as far as modes, very simple design for the different modes on it. Like pretty much all the Thrunites, if you hold it on, you're going to go into that ultra low half a lumen. And if you hold it again, you get into your low, medium, and then high, double click. Same with the 14500 battery, or I'm sorry, the AA battery, same amount. Now, one thing that is nice about this is this clicky, or this clip. You can have it this way or have it facing the other way. And where the other way works good is, of course, putting it in a bill of a hat or something and using it as a headband light. And one thing I did learn by watching CutleryLover's video is on these flashlights, and when it's dark out, you never can tell where the switch is. And this is no different. When they're in the back, it's simple. But if you were to line up the clip with it, no matter where you are, you're not going to fumble around, you're going to find it. Thought that was pretty cool. But anyways, well-built light. you're going to see the output of it. It's quite amazing for how small it is. Overall, it's a good light. Let's get out there and get testing this thing, all right? All right, you're going to have to put up with some wind here. It's getting real cold and windy out. It's going to snow. And I got my lux meter 4 meters away, and we're going to start this Thrunite out with the AA battery on turbo and then calculate the throw. So here we go. That's the AA on high. Okay, that was 68 lux times 4 meters squared divided by the brightness of the moon, 0.25. And we're going to take the square root of 4,352. I got 65 meters of throw. A little bit higher than what I thought it would be. That's awesome. Fresh AA battery. Now let's do the 14500, being as they don't say what that is. It's quite a bit brighter. Check it out. Definitely cold out. 228 lux times 16 squared by 0.5, everything squared with that, 14592. 120 meters of throw with that little guy. Is that awesome or what at a 14500? Wonder why they don't read that off in there. All right, next up, we're going out, shine out there. All right, it's spitting snow out. We're going to take this Thrunite on the lowest mode. There's a tree at 62 meters away right there, as you can see. And we go up to high, it hits that pretty good. This is with the 14500 battery. Double click, and it hits that easily. Look at that. We're going to go down to a tree at 94 meters, and it's bouncing off that quite well. 94 meters with this, the 14500 battery. Well, let's switch over to the AA. This is the 14500 on turbo, and there's the AA on turbo. Now keep in mind, this is a rechargeable AA. I put an alkaline in, and it was pretty close to the same brightness. But it's still hitting that tree, and I got bright yard lights on, so that 62 meters, it's doing it with one AA battery, and quite long runtime. But there was the AA again, and there's the 14500. Now keep in mind, the AA, they had it right around 60 meters, 50 some with the for throw. But I would say the 14500 in real world conditions, I mean, you're looking at over 100 meters with this. Pretty awesome. Let's do closer. I'm on my front walk here with a nice 100 watt, which you can see there, yard light on, and look how bright that is compared to that. I got the camera in manual so it don't dim down, but that's on turbo with the 14500. And there's the low mode, and then the high mode, and then turbo. But even low mode does a pretty good job, close range. Now the AA, lowest mode, barely see it. Well, it ain't the lowest mode, Firefly's lowest. And there would be the medium or high or whatever you want to call it. Double click, and quite a lot of output there. Pretty awesome. Being as I'm risking more snow coming down, I'm going to move over to the truck, and we're going to compare these up against headlights. Alright, I got my truck on with the high beams on. This is a Silverado, a 2006. High beams are on. We're doing the AA battery first. That there is on turbo, or the highest mode. And you can actually see it with truck headlights on. It's pretty nice. Let's hit the 14500. Look at that. It almost washes them out a little bit. Up closer anyways. But you can still see it out probably about 100 feet out or 80 feet out. Pretty good. That just goes to show you against bright headlights on a vehicle. Alright, this is the 14500 up in my backyard with that swing. That's probably a good 100 feet away. And look at that. It lights the whole yard up. And good run time. And that would be the lowest mode. Second to the lowest mode. The low mode. And there's the high mode with a 14500. Man, I love it with this 14500. And I've tried it out. It seems to have decent runtime with it. But look how far you're lighting everything up. Let's switch over to AA, which is what it was more designed for. There's the low mode, not the lowest, but low. And medium or the regular high. This is what CutleryLover had actually designed it for, was the AA battery. And this mode here, incredibly long runtime with one AA. And as you can see, that tree, probably, I would say 45 feet away, it's lighting that up. Double click, and you're talking 120 minutes of runtime on an AA. You can easily see if there's an animal, like in your backyard or something like that if you needed that. Look at that. Them eyes shining are just reflective stickers on trees. And that's, you're pushing, I would say, 120 to 130 feet out. And it's picking them up pretty good. That swing, same thing, over 100 feet. And long runtime. Keep in mind, that's pretty awesome for this little light. And one AA battery, I really, really like that. But you got to double click it to get into that mode. Lowest mode, high, or medium, whatever they call it. And then turbo. And there's strobe. Pretty awesome little light. I really like it. Being as it's so cold out and it's going to snow, we're going to probably head in. That should be enough to give a person an idea on light output on this thing. Well, there we are. No frills, but a good EDC light. Decent amount of modes. A single AA battery to run it by, or you can choose the 14500. And by the way, this was the cool white version. As you can see right there. I'm impressed with it. I really like this light. I'm going to have to do a comparison on all the EDCs out there that I got. I've gotten rid of a few, but I do have quite a few of them, so I might be doing that in an upcoming video here. Now that it's getting colder out. Got less things to do outside. But there you are. Another fine light by Thrunite. And I think CutleryLover did a good job of designing this, or helped designing it. And if I'm wrong about the material, I do believe it is aluminum. I know he did say it was titanium, but... So there you are. Thrunite T10T V2. Guiding you through tonight. Check that link out down below. There you go. Till next time.